Okay, so we're back in Sanctuary, and we have our two AI buddies behind us there, the Sniper and the Ghost Unit. We can't rename the Ghost Unit, I don't know why, but Amazing Followers tweaks won't let me do that. Piper's joined us here at Sanctuary as well. However, we're going to tell all three of them to wait here, and we're going to go into Concord and see what the child Stella wants with us. See if maybe she knows anyone who can help us with our Minutemen Supremacy. Okay, let's get back into that, and I'll tell you about the roleplay a little bit. You have no idea. I'd quite like you to wait here.
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
Hey,
Point the
wait
way.
there.
Okay, I'll be here then.
Now, is she going to stay there? Or am I going to go through a door and she's going to spawn behind me? Sanctuary's looking pretty good. Some of the buildings have started leveling up. Minutemen everywhere. I'm happy with this.
Work to do.
Hoping to buy some advanced power armor. I don't know if I showed you this last episode. I've built a little workshop area right at the front of Sanctuary for myself. I've got my armor workbench, my weapons workbench, a little bit of an overlook outpost thing by here. I might put a turret on or something, and then here's my power armor station. Usually I go full on attack on Titan, and I just build layers of walls. I might not do that this time to create a sort of western, spaghetti western sort of village / town aesthetic. So nothing will be closed off per se, but we'll have guns and shit like that, obviously. So there's the overlay. Just clicking on now, we have 6 warriors here. I'm gonna leave them here for the moment. You can see in the bottom right our widgets. We have a surplus of caps and munitions. However, what we need is food rations, so we need more agricultural plots in our vassals, or we need our agricultural plots to level up. However, today we're not going to be focusing on this. We're going to go down into Concord and see, oh, is that a wolf? And see what the haps are. Is that a wolf? Yeah. Okay. This is a great rifle, but it's got maybe 30 meters of range. There we go. Dog meat, I'm not going to need you for this.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Go on. Wait for me at home.
See you later, dog meat. At some point we'll come back and build Red Rocket into a little bunker where we can, well, a little barracks, I would say. Whoa. Stormtrooper aim. No. I'm assuming that's a Minuteman. Oh no, Raider recruits. Ah, these are from Jammer. Okay, we won't interact with these guys. We will go down here and see what that child... I can see a child over there, look. Ooh, interesting. Do you know what I need? The binoculars mod. God damn it. See, the scripts are still catching up. That's why we had that overlay hanging around. Speak to Stella.
Hey, can you help me?
What are you doing out here?
I'm looking for help, silly. There's a bunch of raiders around the corner, so I'm staying here. Gotta bring your A game.
Lovely. Lovely set of reload
Hey,
animations.
Can you help me?
Fuck, she got mowed down.
Well, hello.
Hey there, can you help me?
What seems to be the problem?
It's my friend Murphy. He went to the Phantom store, but it's been a while, and I'm starting to worry. Can you check on him for me?
You should look for your parents. Where are they?
You should look for your parents. Where are they holed up?
In Quincy. That's where my mommy died. I don't know about my dad. My mom said I would get to meet him someday.
Now, for anyone that doesn't know anything about the Depravity storyline or the whole Thugiverse quest lines, there's some just absolute gold dust in there. It's so fun.
Okay, I'll try to help.
Really? Thank you. It's the big yellow building down the street. Can you bring Murphy back safely for me, please?
Murphy's Law, access Concord Fallons, which is by here. Yeah, the quests really do add so much depth to the story and some of the characters. What the fuck is that down there? There's a group of raiders down there. Lighting is very nice. Got some deactivated turrets. Okay, we've been captured. Oh, thank God my guys got pants on. I wasn't sure if I'd sorted that out. Death from above. Death from above. So we've been captured by someone we don't know who. We have our Pip-Boy on us still, and no toe textures. We need to escape now. It says save your game. I also agree with that, because it's going to get difficult in here. I'm going to go into first person mode. So, we've been battered and left for dead in these toilets. There is a trap by here that we need to deactivate. Disarm that. Oof, that could have been nasty. Take these as well. So the quest can end right here if you've got like 2 bobby pins and you can't do this, you fucked. As far as I'm aware. Oh, come on, fuck me. You are joking. God, can you imagine?
Got it.
Slave. Rule breakers will be shot or worse. She's got a collar on.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
She's also got a collar on. So this lady appears to be in the stocks. Yeah.
If this is my life, kill me now.
Could happen, darling. Okay, let's go this way. We're naked as well, so I think the idea is that we're going to be processed as a slave and strung up here, but we're not going to let that happen. Nate's got to find his son. We've got things we got to do. We got to rebuild the Minutemen.
Nice.
It's your business to know what you're putting in your child's bloated belly. That's why sugar bombs are engineered to please both your child and not damage his or her tender brain.
They taste so amazing. And they'll make you remember everything you read. Quick, absorb that book. Of course, Mother.
Sugar bombs are made with nutrients.
Shit. Here we go. Get your Jimmy, son. Oh, dunked on LeBron.
Future.
Sugar bombs may last 12 hours. After that, it's endless.
Yeah, here's your money, honey. That's how I feel about that. Shit. Okay, there's a guard upstairs. We gotta move quick. Luckily we have the key we can get on here. Is that how it works? Slave processing procedure. In response to the latest prisoner uprising, execute the male raider slaves. Finding buyers for this latest batch is taking too long anyway. That's good, so the females are selling better than the men. It's one for the ladies. Execute one of the females at random in front of the others. Chain the rest up for the next week and reduce food and water by half. Okay. When a new fish arrives, they're stripped and disinfected. Full cavity inspection. Full view of the other slaves for maximum psychological effect. Whoever wrote this plays RimWorld. All personal possessions are catalogued, boxed, and stored. The traps are for show. Most of them should be kept deactivated, but please remember which one's alive. Rest in peace, Butch. Okay. Means we've
Nothing. Damn.
gone upstairs then.
Value is relative, but relatively, what is value?
Oh shit.
At Fallon,
Oh shit.
each price represents our pact with the customer to bring things down to a manageable level of value.
Gonna chuck a grenade at this fucking dick.
Luxury into account. Mass production techniques may have brought things up to speed, but it's time-honored, well-worn, oak and varnish tradition that really keeps things classic. Ah, that's progress.
Okay, back for more, huh? So long.
Jesus. I told you, Nate's had training. Fuck now. That's pretty brutal. A horde of super mutants attacked Diamond City yesterday. Would have been a disaster if it weren't for a group of militia guys calling themselves the Minutemen. One guy on their squad, Murphy, ended up single-handedly saving a whole group of school children. Paranoia about ferals is high as ever, but maybe a ghoul saving the day will make folks a little more tolerant of coexisting in the future. So in case you didn't know, ghouls are banned from Diamond City, okay? If you're a ghoul, you're not allowed entry. So this Murphy guy that we're looking for right now must be a ghoul. With the formation of the Commonwealth Provisional Government and the gradual migration of Concord Farms residents to Diamond City, repurpose the building. You can't have a government without a justice system, and you can't have a reasonable system without prisons. The bunker seemed like the obvious choice. Murphy of Diamond City battle fame has agreed to move in and become warden for the time being, whilst continuing to serve in the Minutemen as needed. So Murphy's ex-Minuteman walkabout. Okay, let's go safe control, disengage lock, remote door control, open door. Let's grab our shit, let's fuck off. Okay, let's re-equip. As you can see, I've got loads of gunner equipment. I'm going to show you that I pulled off somebody's corpse. It looks fucking amazing.
Well, well, aren't you the overachiever? I've been admiring your handiwork. We all have.
You put on a good show. Maybe you're not useless after all.
Our new friend surely has some questions. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves.
Name's Murphy. Head upstairs to the top floor. I've got a proposition for you.
And don't worry, we'll play nice this time.
So this is the way we came in. That's that door. Okay, that leads down to the prison. So this is the outfit that has captured us. Top floor, they said. Got a really nice setup, yeah.
Hey.
Gotta admit, I'm impressed. Stella here tells me this was all her little ruse. No hard feelings, huh?
Is this how you treat everyone? Or are you just putting on the charm for me?
And a sense of humor, too. I like it. Sorry for any misunderstanding. We're a shoot first, ask questions later kind of place. Never can be too careful with looters breaking and entering these days.
Don't misunderstand. We're not criticizing you. Those were fair kills. You didn't know who we were, and we didn't know you from a random looter. Thankfully, Stella fessed up.
Hey, I was just trying to have a little fun. How was I supposed to know they weren't a common criminal?
Yeah, we're all friends now. Let's skip to the part where you help me.
That's rather presumptuous. After taking out 2 of our crew, I wasn't under the impression we owed you anything.
Well, that all depends. What kind of help are you looking for?
Hold on. I have some questions first.
Alright, humor me. What do you want to know?
What's the history of this place?
This place was originally the HQ for a large department store chain called Fallon's. The guy who ran the company was one of those conspiracy nut jobs who thought a big war was coming. Turned out he was right. The company had a large fallout shelter constructed underneath the building, and the rest is history. The survivors of that bunker and their offspring ended up being the ones to repopulate most of the Commonwealth. Eventually, they made Diamond City their primary settlement, and this place kind of fell by the wayside.
Which is a polite way of saying it became a prison. Someone needs to deal with the Commonwealth scum after all.
I don't understand. Just kill them and be done with it.
Where's the fun or profit in that? You can only kill somebody once. Slavery, on the other hand...
Okay, so these guys basically enslaved criminals, so raiders, please tell me you shouldn't have a nips out. I'm going to have to check that and maybe edit that out. Tell me about yourself.
So what's your story, anyway? Tell me about yourself.
I'm originally from Detroit. Used to make pickup trucks there at the Ford plant before the war. Thing about being a ghoul is, eventually you feel like you've seen it all. Detroit was never much to look at, even before the war. A century after the bombs fell, I started itching for a change of scenery. Heard rumors about the Corvega plant in Lexington. Decided to make my way east to Boston to check it out.
What happened after that?
When I arrived in Lexington, the rumors I'd heard about the auto plant turned out to be phony. So I started looking for something else. Joined up with a group called the Minutemen. That was a few months before the Battle of Diamond City. Mostly been doing that ever since. Until it all went to shit.
What do you mean? What happened to you guys?
You're not from around here, are you? How about we do the abridged version for now?
The short of it is, everyone I served with in the Minutemen is either dead or turned raider.
Could you tell me anything about the kid?
Stella hasn't had it easy. Her dad was never in the picture, and her mom raised her at University Point most of her life. Until the Institute torched the place. I met Stella and her mom Judy after they fled to Quincy in 2285. Helped them build a life for themselves there. And then the Quincy Massacre happened.
What was the Quincy Massacre?
We can get into that some other time. Let's just say that life's greatest dangers often come not from external enemies, but from our supposed friends, who pretend to work for the common cause while scheming to sabotage it. When the Minutemen betrayed Quincy, most of the residents ended up slaughtered by the gunners, Judy included. I managed to get Stella out, and we made our way north to Concord.
And that traitor Preston followed us here. I'm telling you, he was working with Clint the whole time. And now he's right down the street, and you still won't do anything about it.
We've been over this, Stella. Innocent until proven guilty. You want me to focus on keeping this place safe from the gunners? Or waste time dealing with the loudmouth fool in the silly hat?
Both. I want justice for what they did to my mom.
And like I explained, you'll get it, if you have patience. Garvey will get what's coming to him eventually. But for now... Wait, hold up. You hear that?
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Finally.
Oh, fuck.
Beast.
Plasma.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for your help. Didn't expect help from a stranger. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been.
Those guys were tough.
Those guys were tough. What do you know about them?
Most of the words that spring to mind ain't the ones I'd say in polite company.
Looks like it was your lucky day.
You can say that again. I guess it could have been a lot worse. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. Not looking to cause any trouble. You aren't afraid the Gunners will retaliate?
It's gonna get worse. Way worse. Gunners never back down that quickly. They'll attack anyone they think is too weak to defend themselves. There's nothing left they're afraid of. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
So this is the rhetoric that Nate's listening to, and he's sort of balancing this up against what Preston's saying, because Preston's Minutemen didn't work, it collapsed the first time. However, what Eden and Murphy are sort of balancing out is saying that you need to rule with force, and you need to basically be the biggest kid on the playground, carry the biggest stick. Nate is thinking about all of this, but also applying it to his version of the Minutemen, because we have a very small army, but we do have our own military outfit at the moment. We have our Minutemen, which is going to be a new revised Minutemen, and as you've seen from the title, this is Minutemen Supremacy, not fucking agricultural buddy simulator.
You interested in traveling together?
Now there's a question I don't get every day. You know what? I'm gonna take a chance on you. Lead the way.
Oh man, I watched Mamma Mia the other day. Take a chance on me. Fucking class. Yes, so, wow, look at his hair color. That's nice. That's a nice little mix. We're going to grab all this stuff because it's worth a lot of money, especially their armor sets. Non-traditional.
That was it.
Okay.
Thanks, Jersey. Fuck is this?
Hey there.
You seem different.
You seem different from most of the people here. Why is that? How did you end up here? Come on, tell me the whole story. Who were you before all this? So what are you gonna do now? Tell me what's on your mind. I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. Could you be more specific? The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there. That's a good question. I guess... I don't know. Do you really believe in aliens? In a world full of insane ideas, that's high on the list. Can we just change the subject? Can I ask you something personal? Any chance I could steal you away for an evening? Why are you acting surprised? Actually, on second thought, forget I said anything. Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
Oh, he doesn't like that.
What are you hiding? Have you seen yourself? I don't think it's a hard mistake to make. Why is this such a big deal to you? Hey, no pressure, right?
Having formed a psychopathic bond with Alerios, he's now available to be your companion. Not only are you able to understand him perfectly going forward, providing you have subtitles enabled, he's also granted you the Butcher Pete perk, allowing you to fight more like a horror movie villain. He also sells a variety of hockey masks.
Hey. Come with me. I need your help.
Excellent. So we have Alerios and Eden with us at the moment. Excuse me. Who is that? Raven. That's a cool outfit. Let's go back upstairs and finish off our conversation with Murphy.
Excuse me.
I was afraid those guys might show up. Thanks for your help. You alright?
I have no idea what's going on here.
It's complicated. What do you know about the Gunners?
Give me the short version.
Alright, I'll sum it up. No one's really sure where the Gunners started out. But something changed about 8 or 9 years ago. Out of nowhere, they started sporting plasma weapons, advanced combat gear, and even vertibirds. Doesn't make any sense. Where did they get all that stuff from?
That's a good question. I guess... I don't know.
People bitch about the Institute, but look at what's really been going on. Quincy, GNN, Mass Bay Medical, Mass Fusion, 2 vaults, and all the major freeways. It's the Gunners, not the Institute, who've been gaining the most ground in the Commonwealth.
How much of a threat are they?
No one invests the resources to capture those strategic locations without a larger agenda. Someone's behind it. We're just not sure who or what. At this point, there's not much to keep the Gunners from taking Good Neighbor, Diamond City, or the towns up north.
Is there a reason that you're bringing this up?
You mean besides the fact that we just got ambushed here in Concord? There needs to be a group to stand up to these assholes. Someone strong, organized, and local. And I'm not talking about the Minutemen. I mean someone with real stones.
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
Ultimately, you gotta ask yourself who you want protecting things. A bunch of Muppets who can't defend what's theirs, or hardened killers who can handle themselves.
Well, I hadn't thought of it that way.
Uncertainty is sometimes better than an overt threat. If you build a reputation for being a little crazy, your opponents are never sure what messing with you will cost. So, they tend to avoid finding out.
Settlers can't instill that kind of fear. Whether it's against raiders, synths, mercs, super mutants, or even mole rats. They've proven time and again that they're incapable of deterring threats to their property over the long term. The Minutemen worked for a while, but they ended up self-destructing.
What happened to the Minutemen?
Depends who you ask. The challenge with running a militia is that volunteers inevitably have their own agendas. For a coalition to last, there needs to be a chain of command where members don't feel too constrained by your influence.
But still fear you enough to follow your lead.
Maintaining morale requires convincing soldiers to think less about themselves and more about the group. Involve them in a cause, a crusade against a hated enemy, and make them see their survival as tied to the success of the militia as a whole.
Of course, it's easier said than done.
Somewhere along the way, we lost that sense of common purpose. Infighting took over, and the militia gradually splintered into different groups. Some became raiders or joined the gunners. Others just disappeared. Quincy was the final blow, and now we're back at square one.
Jesus, what a mouthful. What's the plan again?
Whether it's the Gunners, the Institute, or who knows what other groups are out there, they're too powerful to take on directly. So we've got to use our weaknesses as strengths.
If your enemy is big and you're small, then by extension, you're fast and they're slow. You're hidden and they're exposed.
So we break our forces into independent cells who can operate elusively and autonomously, fighting only the battles we know we can win, capturing the enemy's weapons and gear along the way.
And using those tools against them in the next encounter. That way, the enemy is supplying us, and we grow stronger as they grow weaker.
Makes sense, I suppose. What's our next move?
The Gunners are calculated and cautious. It's gonna take them a while to figure out what just happened, which provides us an opening. The critical elements in any campaign are speed and adaptability, making decisions faster than the enemy can.
Striking first, before the gunners have time to assess and formulate a response, may throw them off balance. Their nearest outpost is up on the freeway, southeast of Walden Pond. That's likely where the attack came from. The freeway wasn't particularly well guarded to begin with. Probably even less so after the raid.
I want you to head over there, take out their remaining guards, and steal their weapons, so we can fortify our presence here in Concord. Prove to me you can handle that task, and I'll have a larger project for you when you return.
And if you want bonus points, there's rumor of a raider stash over by Corvega. We'll mark the location on your map.
Okay, so a lot to digest there. I think for us, the main thing is Nate's going to be thinking about everything they said about you can't rule with a militia. It needs to have a chain of command that is clear, and everyone needs to care about the body as a whole, the body of the military. So we need to have recruits that care about the Minutemen. We need specialists. We don't need farmers with guns.
Hi.
We spotted a pretty shady group nearby. Could get company any minute, so watch your back.
How are you doing?
All right, I guess.
By
What
yourself?
have you got for sale?
Only the best.
Alerios and Eden. Who's this? Ollie.
Excuse me.
Didn't Murphy give you a job to do?
Sorry, miss.
Watch your back. Should have just run.
Go on, Alerios. Shit. Okay, we've got gunners on our tail now. From here on out, we'll have gunners out for some Nate ass. Luckily, we have Alerios, the machete-wielding psycho, with us. Strip this guy. The masks will collect them like trophies, essentially. We've slept in Gorski's cabin. There's the freeway, but there it's collapsed. Next episode, we're going to go there and take out the gunners, move over to Corvega and secure the extra weapon stash from there. Got a lot to think about in terms of how we're going to develop the Minutemen, so it's not a militia, and the direction that we're going to take. It's very interesting that they mentioned Preston Garvey when they were talking about the failure of the Minutemen at Quincy. The child Stella obviously thinks that he's responsible. However, we'll see what actually... Well, we'll see how it pans out. Not too sure yet. We've got some big decisions to make. Next episode, we hit the freeway. We take out the gunner outpost. And then we think about finding a new settlement. Maybe using a city plan to pre-build it so we can staff it very quickly. Peace.